I am buzzing. I'm so excited for the event that I'm hosting, the workshop that I'm hosting this Saturday. And I have been thinking and scheming, I guess, on how to do a live in-person event and what would be the best way to add value and do all the things that I know that my clients love and what I love to do and give. And so this weekend is the first one, the first event am doing this way in a very long time. I think the last time I did anything was in 2018, and I hosted a retreat in Arizona. And this is kind of like a segue back into that opportunity for participants, you, to come and be a part of something really powerful, really big, and something that is a gift to yourself. This is the week of love and of self-love and of choice. And so that's what I want everybody to remember, especially when they come to the workshop this Saturday. I will be hosting it in Cochrane, Alberta at West Valley Chiropractic Center, and with Dr. Tulk, she'll be there to greet us. But more importantly, I just want to walk you through what you're gonna get, because sometimes I can tell that people are a little like, what are we doing? Is it just a tea workshop? Why is it so intense? Or is it intense? Or what's customized? So what we're going to do is it's from 2:30 to 4:30. And first and foremost, I always do every event with a body awareness piece. The first thing that we do is recognize your patterns. That's what makes it so powerful. That's what makes it so interesting, is that you're going to be able to work with me almost in a mini session kind of way, 2 hours with me. And we're going to figure out what it is, those secret things that are happening in your body, what your patterns are when it comes to stress, anxiety, and sleep. We often think that we have a good night's sleep and everything's okay. But I've talked to people and I wonder, like, well, what do you define as a good night's sleep? Is it 14 straight hours? Is it 6 hours? It's all really dependent. And then some of the things that I notice with people too is they're not really realizing that they're in a pattern of stress, a stress response pattern. So, when you fall asleep, you just hit the pillow and you zonk out. People pray for that, but that is a stress response. That is something that isn't always great. So identifying that type of pattern, or maybe you start to think, right? You start to think about the dinner that you're going to have tomorrow night and what napkins you're going to place on the table. That is a stress response pattern. Or maybe it's one of those things where you start humming, you don't even realize that you're humming. All of a sudden someone's like, stop humming. You're like, I'm not humming. Well, yeah, you are. Another little tiny message that your body's sending you that you are under stress. So when you first come into the center at 2:30, you're going to walk in and we are going to have the environment already set up for you so that you can identify, kind of drop into your body, identify what patterns you are having. And that is going to be helped along because, as with all of my masterclasses and workshops, I give out a booklet. And that booklet is what is going to allow you to really honor and customize everything for you. So that way you can take it home, you can imagine and look through your notes on what's going to happen that day. But of course, there's always going to be a little bit of fun and some real beauty in terms of what is it that you need. That is customized, that is holistic. So it's not cookie cutter. Although after we identify our patterns, what you're going to do is we're going to start making a herbal tea blend that is customized for you. So we have something that is just right, and you get to make it. You have all the herbs available. I bring those for you. I think I just have like 4 boxes of herbs that came today because I want to make sure that it is customizable. So we always start with a base formula, but whether it's your sleeping pattern is off because you wake up in the middle of the night at the same time and you can't really fall back asleep, but you're realizing based on the first part of the workshop that, oh, maybe it's because my kidneys are a little weak. So we want to make sure that this herbal formula that is there for sleep also addresses your kidneys and strengthens your kidneys so that you're really dealing with the root cause. Or maybe you're the type of person that sleeps like a baby. You can sleep anywhere, anytime, but you have a hard time remembering what you ate yesterday. Right? So for you, you're going to start with a base formula, but we're going to address it to really look at the nervous system and what your nervous system is doing. So that is a whole section of creating a customized herbal tea and herbal tea blend. And you'll get to take maybe 1 or 2 of those home. You'll get to take what you make home along with taking the notes and the tips and the tricks that I use when I am making my own blends for myself or my clients. And then the second part of the workshop will begin where we will sit and have a moment and refresh and taste all the teas that are available that I have brought, and maybe even some of the teas that you've made. We'll taste it. It's kind of like a chocolate tasting, a wine tasting. It's going to be a tea tasting. So that way you can taste and know and maybe even tease out what herb you taste, what you feel. It's really about being a part of this wonderful experience while you're learning. So that's the first half. And once we have this tea tasting, we will go into the second half of the workshop, and we are going to look at blending essential oils. So we are going to make a customized essential oil blend that you get to take home once again. So one of the things that's so powerful about herbs is when we use herbs in essential oils, we quickly change the dynamics of the chemistry of our body and our brain. It helps with our emotions. It helps with our physical response. It takes literally seconds. So sometimes we don't have the time for a cup of tea, but what you're going to be able to do is take home the roll-on if you choose to make that, or room spray. What I find so great is when you have the tools and you know how to use them and you know what works for you, it's so much easier to reach for them when you're having a bit of a hard time, right? So our goal and my goal is always to provide you with the tools so that you can easily change your situation. So you shift from nervous to confident. You shift from exhausted to awake. And that's one of the reasons that I chose 2:30. I chose 2:30 because that is the time of day where we often get into a slump, and we're going to either use food or caffeine or something to get our bodies back into a place where we can keep facing the day. But if we pattern ourselves and reshape what it is and reset the patterns in our daily life by habitually doing something different, maybe engaging ourselves with something interesting like a workshop, or using an essential oil or having a cup of tea, we reset those patterns so that we can work a little more efficiently and drop into our bodies and know what we need when the time arises. So that second half will be about creating an amazing essential oil blend, and you'll get to take home either a roll-on or a spray, or maybe both, because I have a couple of extras for those of you that are coming to the workshop. Of course I do. I never, ever don't have extra. I always believe in bonuses. So there are a few bonuses, a few savory and sweet treats, and maybe a special gift, just because it is one of those things where love starts with the self, and gifting something to you and yourself is so important. I am truly honored for everyone who will be attending the workshop. I understand that it is so special for you to gift yourself this time, this ability to learn, and this ability to give yourself what you need. So it's going to be a great workshop. Like I said, it's this Saturday, February 17th from 2:30 to 4:30 at the West Valley Chiropractic Center in Cochrane. And I just can't wait to put it on. The thing that I am providing for you on Saturday is going to be just right for you. You deserve to feel special. You deserve to feel seen. And that is what I am going to offer you on Saturday. So please don't wait. Get your tickets, sign up now. It's on eventbrite.com called Reset Your Rhythm, or on my homepage, amandinewellness.com. You can click that top photo and it takes you to a link, and it takes you to all three workshops, this workshop series that I'm doing. But this weekend, February 17th, is the one about resetting your patterns and really addressing stress, anxiety, and sleep. I can't wait to see you.